Welcome back. I'm Nicolbw, and today I'm going to show you how to make an automated ore processing system if you are in a Skyblock world. I'm here on Clouds of Darkness 2 with Scoop and Mountain Dew, and I wanted to show you how to build it. So if you're in a Skyblock mod pack, like Sky Factory, Agrarian Skies, there's like a lot of them. Even my mod pack has Nicolbw and did I add Asterisk as well. So if you have those mods in your pack, you can make this setup, which is really pretty helpful. It's kind of a self-sustaining setup that will get you ores automatically. So first thing you're going to need to do is have an automated cobble system. You can either set this up like this with the transfer node and at least one world interaction upgrade, or you can use oh my gosh, it just completely went out of my mind, and not an induction smelter, where is it at? An igneous extruder. Oh my gosh. So you can use those to make your cobble if you want. I've done it both ways. The igneous extruder is a little more compact than this. You'll want to pipe the cobble into crucibles. However many you need. If you want to do this setup, you're going to need at least 4 magmatic dynamos. A 5th one helps give you a little more overflow of power. You'll need 2 to 3, at least 2 to 3 crucibles per magmatic dynamo. So I think I have 14 crucibles over here, and as you can see, 3 of them stay full, but the rest of them are constantly being drained out and being used. I also have a lava tank. You don't have to use the open blocks tank, but you should use the lava tank as an overflow. That way it's a visual description of, or a visual reminder of, if you're running low on lava. If this starts emptying, that means you have a lava problem. So that's just a good way to overflow. Plus, if you need a bucket or 2 for something else, you can just come down and grab it. You want to then pipe the lava into magmatic dynamos here. So you will need to pipe them in, and they're being piped in down here into the side or the back of the dynamos. If you do it the side, you can have it compacted like this. Let me get back up here. And then you'll want to have the conduits or energy cables of whatever kind you want. I just use these because we're only having 5 dynamos. I don't even know if that is carrying everything, but you'll want a backup source of energy as well. You can use an energy cell, you can use a capacitor bank, whatever it is that you want to use as backup energy. Just like your lava, we're having safety systems along the way. You also want to run your cobblestone into pulverizers. This will give you gravel. So these 3 are going to make gravel for you. They're going to pulverize and turn it into gravel. Now we have this going to the next one. So the gravel's going in here and making sand. So that also makes the sand as a byproduct, sometimes, not always, in there. So I have that coming out the top. This also gives you dust sometimes as a byproduct, and that will also go up to the top. So then the sand gets pulverized again to make dust. Now I have 1 row here making dust, 1 row here making sand, and 1 making gravel. I find this the most efficient way to be able to get all 3 all at once. And then I have them going into a barrel, so that way there's always overflow of those items. So What I've done is I've put them on the green channel. So I have them extracting out the top on the green channel, and you can turn it active without signal or always active, however you want to do that. And then it's being input on the green channel into the barrels. So that way I can have these exported out on a different colored channel. So this is going to be in and out, imported on the green channel, exported. I chose the brown channel. So then it's going down into the brown channel with a filter for gravel. So only gravel will go in here. Now what I could have done was made gravel like light gray, and so it always did that, so you don't need the basic item filter, but I chose to do it with the item filters instead. So you could do each one of these a different color for the channel. So I usually do like light gray, yellow, and white for those three things. So you can do that, and then you don't need the filters. So this one, this automatic sieve is sifting sand, and this one is sieving dust. Now, we also have these as in out, so it is extracting on the gray channel. All of these are extracting on the gray channel, and the gray channel is inserting into this chest here. So we have all of the extra stuff that it's sieving into this chest here. Now, I have these pulling out, extracting the different items that don't need to go through the auto packager. All of these items are being extracted out on the purple channel. So for this, I needed 4. There's one on the bottom as well. Let me get up here. So it's really hard to move around here now. And then the rest of the stuff is being extracted on the bottom. If you need more room, you can put a space in between these two if you need to get to this side of the chest as well. But this side of the chest is being put into, it's actually facing this way, being put into the auto packager, which is doing a 2x2 only, and that is making the different gravel ores. So we have ore gravel, we have ore dust, and we have ore sand. That is where it is going out the blue channel and going into these two smelteries. Now I chose to do a 2x2 smeltery for each of these. They can share a wall, so that saves on bricks. And I have the lava also automatically going and filling up these tanks as well. So it's constantly smelting up. Now you'll need to divide the ingots. We have iron, gold, copper, and lead going into this smeltery. None of those combine to make any sort of alloys. Then the rest of the different metals, we have tin, aluminum, let's see, that's tin, platinum, nickel, silver. All of those are being put into another one because none of those make an alloy either. So you want to make sure you don't put like, what is it, copper and aluminum together. You don't put iron and ferrous together because those will make an alloy. So then I have these being pulled out. Here I'm using hardened liquid ducts and a servo pulling it out and putting it into a table with the ingot cast, and it's automatically making the ingots, which is then being pulled out on the purple channel. The purple channel is all going into an ender chest here. So all the items that don't get put through the auto packager are being pulled out and put into the ender chest. The items here, flint is being packaged because we get flint shards instead of flint. So that's the only thing that we would need to pull out. If you don't get flint shards and you just get flint, this flint will need to be pulled out of the first chest instead. So you don't even need this hooked up there. Instead, you just do the blue channel. So all of this, the ingots that are getting cast, all of that stuff is going into the ender chest. Now the ender chest I have over here, and it's being input into our AE system up there automatically, which is a wonderful thing. So if we need extra gravel for something, we can come down here and grab it, or sand or dust. I also have, if you've noticed, I have a reservoir here that constantly fills up. I have it going into a barrel beside some mycelium, which is turning it to witch water, which then I have on the brown channel, because remember, these are being pulled out on the brown channel. I have sand also being put into here, which then makes soul sand. So I have it being pulled out on the purple channel and going into the chest. I also had here water going into a barrel and dust being put in there to make clay. You can then store the clay as is, as raw, or you could also put it through a furnace, or like a redstone furnace, then make hardened clay. If you are, like I did that in one of my worlds to make green hardened clay, because that's what I was using to build my base out of. So I had that automatically set up. Now I've stopped this, or we've stopped this from going on, because we filled a barrel and then it filled up the chest, and I don't want to make 1,000 different pieces of clay. We already have over 4,000 pieces of clay, and it emptied out the barrel, which then kind of backed up the system, and we didn't have any dust to sift because it was all going in to make clay. So we don't need to have that running at the moment. But there is a way, if you don't have it going into a chest and you just have it going into storage drawers, or Java barrels, or that sort of system, if you have it automatically going into that, it will stop and it will back up. It will keep the last piece of clay in here. It won't fill up with water. It won't pull it out, because your storage will be full. So if you have it going into a barrel, you don't have to worry about it backing up. But if you have it going into some sort of chest, or an ender chest, it will fill that up before it backs up. And that will be a problem, because it'll back up the rest of your system. The extra stuff won't be able to be pulled out from there. Then this chest will fill up. Then these will back up. Then these will back up, and it just will stop your whole production of things. So make sure you take a look at that, and make sure all of your items are doing the right thing, I guess. I also have over here, we also have lava production going over here in the same sort of way, going to magmatic dynamos. These are for the energy of the machines in the AE system upstairs. I also have it going into a barrel, so if I need to make endstone or netherrack really fast, then I can do that. It also is going into this barrel, which we have water above, which makes obsidian automatically, and then it gets pulled out and put into the ender chest to go into the storage system. So for that, I don't even have a retrieval node. I think I have these set up. Yeah, I have these marked off, so there's only 3 crucibles going towards the obsidian production. I could probably make it so that this whole row gets devoted to that, because we do need a lot of obsidian in this pack. So I hope that it helps you you may need, like, if you want to follow my instructions, you may need to rewatch this and pause it and make some notes or whatever. But I really hope it helps you understand how to set up an automated self-sustaining lava system. We probably need to replace the lava under here with netherrack on fire, which will make the lava go faster. But at the moment, it's pretty good because we're not even using all of the lava. So you can even do this with lava. But if you do, even blazing pyrotheum makes it go super fast, so you could cut down on the amount of crucibles that you need. But we had lots of lava laying around and I wanted to get it set up, so that is that. You also will get mushrooms growing around from the witch water growing. So you could set this up to where you harvest the mushrooms as well, and you can collect mushrooms. So it's a little mushroom farm as well. You can also have a netherrack farm. I've already explained that. Obsidian, I've explained that. Soul sand, clay. You can do another setup where you automatically take the cobble and make smooth stone. You can take the sand and make glass automatically. You can take the gravel and make concrete. So there's lots of different things that you can add on to this. If you add on anything else, any other machines that need power, just make sure you're making enough lava and producing enough power with the amount of magmatic dynamos that you have, so that way you aren't running out. But as long as you have your safety systems like the lava tank and the capacitor bank, then you should be good. So I hope that helped. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked the video and found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And I try to put out videos every Monday through Friday. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.